Over the last 2 years, I had completely neglected my Leica M6, which I've now owned for 8 years. That had to change, and this was already my third time shooting with it in 2025, and it certainly won't be the last. After shooting film in Sri Lanka and upon my arrival in Kuala Lumpur, it was time to embrace the chaos of the famous Thaipusam festival in Malaysia's capital. Good morning everyone here from Kuala Lumpur and more specifically from Batu Caves, close to Kuala Lumpur. Maybe you can, I don't know if you can pick up the drums in the background. Without further ado, let's get right into the action and let's shoot some awesome photos here at the Thaipusam festival in Kuala Lumpur. Let's go. Most action takes place under the bridge you can see on the right side. A lot of attendees get their heads shaved. If you're in need of a haircut, it costs only $6 and takes just a few minutes. Last year, I shot the event with my Leica Q3, but this time I wanted to try shooting film. And since 2025 marks the 100th anniversary of Leica 35mm photography, it felt like the perfect opportunity. Upon arriving, the first thing you notice is the incredibly loud drumming, which continues non-stop. That's why I didn't even bother trying to talk into the camera. Voice-over is clearly the better option. If you're curious about my camera settings or film development process, I'll go into that later on in the video. For those unfamiliar with Thaipusam, it's a Hindu festival honoring Lord Murugan, the god of war. The Batu Caves, just a few minutes walk from here, are where devotees make their way after preparing at this location.
Morning.
What you don't see in the video is how welcoming and friendly the people are. I received plenty of smiles and was asked countless times to take photos. I shot these images 2 days before the actual Thaipusam day for 2 reasons. First, the main event gets overwhelmingly crowded, making it difficult to get good shots. Second, the number of photographers on that day is insane and I prefer to avoid the chaos. I really love the yellow and orange outfits worn by many attendees. They stand out beautifully and add a great pop of color to the photos. I ran into this guy several times while in Kuala Lumpur. Stupidly, I forgot to ask for his name. If you see this, sorry mate, next time for sure. One day he even brought a Pentax 6.7, what a legend. Then the sun finally broke through, bathing the entire scene in golden morning light. It was stunning. While I'm changing film rolls, here's some cinematic footage I captured that morning. With a new roll loaded, I was shooting with Film Never Die 800, which is essentially CineStill 800T. Since I was using a tungsten balanced film, you might wonder if I used a filter to correct for it. I didn't. I only used an orange gel on the flash. After photographing the intense vegetarian festival in Phuket last year, the hooks and piercings at Thaipusam didn't faze me at all. In comparison, Thaipusam is much easier to handle visually, especially if you are sensitive to extreme body modifications. The group I was photographing had a good laugh after I took their photo.
Gotcha!
While I switch to my third and final roll of film, enjoy some more cinematic goodness. For this roll, I loaded a 24 exposure roll of Aqua Vista 400. The film expired more than a decade ago. Funny fact, it was a gift from one of you. The entire morning I wasn't using the meter in my camera. On the last roll I shot everything at 1/60th, which is the fastest usable shutter speed on the M6 when using flash. My aperture was set to f8 and my flash was at 1/4 power or maybe sometimes a little bit more. And I relied on zone focusing. This year, I tried a new lab and I'm really pleased with the results. The scans are excellent and the turnaround time is just incredible, only 2 hours. And each roll cost me around 180 Thai baht, which is approximately $5. The lab is called Xenap and I highly recommend them. It's conveniently located in Bangkok near the Siam BTS station and it's very easy to find.
Alright guys, I hope you can somewhat hear me. It's so loud here, it's crazy, but then it was absolutely insane. I'm now through all my rolls and I'm enjoying a can of Coca-Cola here. Ooh. So this is now the lighting is not as great anymore. It used to, in the beginning was really nice, but I'll be back here later tonight.
YouTube thinks that you should be checking out this video here. Enjoy.